Hi my friends, in this lesson we try to fix the problem which we faced in our previous lesson, and in our previous lesson we already created a control template for the button and stop at the building logic for our program. Let's open our project and open functional block number 4. And our project is empty because we cannot compile our programs. And now we need add process input output variables and CRS block. Let's do it again. Insert functional blocks. I link your on of our lamp, and let's add CRS block, functional block, CRS, CRS, this one, and give the name for this block, for example, RS. And now let's make connection between POA and our CRS block. Click on wiring and one click here and double click here, one click here and double click here, one click here and double click here. And also let's change the name of our wire to and now my friends, we need to add a smart control for our logic, and for this we will open our smart part and smart part manager, and here let's create folder and give it name smart folder. And now let's resize this window for move this program to our smart folder. Let's do it like this. And we need to move this program to this window. Let's choose it and move it here, and let's give it name, I think, smart, and comment our template, press button and double click on the smart our template, and here let's check we have connection information for on button, for off, and for lamp, and save it and close this window. And now we need to move our template here, but before we need to delete our program, our template here. And here, my friends, we need to bind the object parameters to our actual data. Let's change this one and our on one button, our off one button, and our lamp one. And now let's update our template and close this and close this one, and let's try to save and compile our project. And now, my friends, we have no errors and no warnings. And now let's close our control builder and let's simulate our project. Test function. And now our simulation is started, and let's check. And let's check our resume and our templates. We'll write 0, 0, and this our templates. Let's check our logic on one. Okay. Nothing happened. Why? No data was input, but I think it's not changed. Yes. And now we have some errors, my friends, and let's check it again. Let's stop the simulation. And now let's open system view and check step by step. First we open our gear tool. And open our templates. Let's check the properties. We have this button. Okay. Display functions. And this correct here. Then we check our off button. Okay, we have the problem here. Oh, data input. Oh, dot. Okay, let's close this one and check again our on button, yes, and our off buttons. Okay, let's check our lamp. And let's now check our our EOM input output models for the digital input on one of one and our digital output lamp 1. And now let's check our let's delete this one and add this one again. And here we need to add binding again. I think we have. Let's add here the one. Change. No. Lock. Change. And here the on one. Change. And here the off one. Change. And close this one. And save it. And let's quickly add template again. Let's remove this one and open Smart Part Manager and delete our folder. Delete all, and let's save it to check for errors and any warnings. Okay, let's add our process input output. Okay. On. Add off. Add lamp. And then add our CRS. Right. This. And let's connect it like and let's then change name of our connection. And now the same as the previous. Smart part manager, create new folder, wait, smart key, and okay, let's add our function. No, yes, let's add our functional block here. First, wait, template, press up button, and double click here. Let's check the on. Let's save it close this one and delete this one and add this, sorry, add this one here, and here we must change, we need to change this one, this one, this one, and this one. Let's update, close, close, and save it. Okay, we don't have any error and warnings. Let's simulate again and check the result. And our simulation is started now. And let's check again. Name 002. And now press OK on button and write 1. Actually, I don't understand why nothing happened. No, that was good. My friends, let's stop our simulation and start again. I think the problem with simulator. Simulation is stopped. Let's open our GR. Let's start our simulation again. I know that we do all the things in correct way, and I think the problem with our simulation, because sometimes I faced with the problem. And let's check again now. 1 enter, and yes, now it's working, my friends. Let's put it 0 and let's off our lamp and enter. Now it's worked, my friends. It's worked perfectly. It's 0 and now check again. Yes, it's worked now. And let's try it. Yes. And yes, my friends, it's actually is good when when there are such errors occur, because I will ask to understand the system more deeply. And my friends, we finished our lesson. I say goodbye to you. I wish you all the best. And in the next lesson, I will briefly talk about the network connection of the Yokogawa system, and then we will continue our practice. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to our channel.